Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, today's video I'm going to show you guys how to install and or change your servo in your Litehawk Brute. This exact same process is going to be the same on your Litehawk Blast, your l959, l969, as well as the l202 from Wltoys. So anyways, I decided to put my Litehawk Brute Blue version back in service. I originally bought this thing just for parts for one, but also for rear tires, because I put these rear tires on my l959, and because I wanted, you know, beef it up in the rear end more, no more bottoming out, that sort of thing, but also try it and see how it worked out, and it worked out rather well. So anyway, I decided it was time to put it all back together, put it back in service. Now when I got this thing, it had a broken shock right from brand new. Who cares? But I crazy glued the piece back into the shock stem, and it seems to be holding, which is fine, so we'll see how long it stays together for. In the meantime, I'm going to beat this thing up a little bit once I get it back driving again. So you're going to start out with these screws here right by your shock mounts. Okay, you're going to take them right out. I like to also keep the screws in an order which I remember they came out, because sometimes on this thing anyways, you have some longer screws and some shorter screws, so they got to go back where they belong. So anyways, next you're going to take out these other 4 screws. Now I'm installing the servo, but when you go to change the servo, you're going to have to do the same steps to get the old one out and put a new one in. Okay, so we've got 2 screws here in the very front, right between the shocks. And they are smaller than the other 6. So we're going to put them up front. A pair of these angle pliers come in real handy. Okay. What else is holding this thing together? Oh, that's it. So just lift up a bit, because there's 2 pinholes here for your steering link bars. So you have to pull up and then pop out. And I've already got my screws still sitting in here because I didn't want to get them mixed up with anything else. And we're going to take our servo and we're going to drop it right in place. Another pair of pliers to get the screw to be able to set in. So, a pair of needle nose pliers that have teeth on them. And we're just going to set that right in there real careful. Darn it. Sometimes this can be a bit of a pain. Now just turn it in a couple of turns. Don't lock it down all the way yet. Get your back screw put in. go. Now lock this one down in place. Just tighten them until they're snug. And now we want to put our servo link arm in place. Nice and snug. Now when you do get a new servo, you won't get this new arm here, so you have to use your old arm. If anything should happen to this arm, which likely nothing, but if it ever does, you can always buy these arms too. So you want to make sure that your servo wire's back here, and you're going to feed all this back in. Make sure you align the cover into the pins, and your servo wire comes right through this slot here. So just pinch it in a little bit so that it can go past things. And just tighten these till they stop, and just a little extra twist, just to snug them up. That's all you need. They're not going to work loose on you. Okay, and then you got your two very front ones. Get your angle pliers and put your screw in like this, so it's up there nice and flush. Holding that. There's one. Don't want to lose that. And line that up. Snugged up, good. Perfect. And that is it. Now once in a while you might want to check your screws to make sure they're snug, especially in your front steering areas and whatnot, because they can work loose with use. So just give them a little snug up once in a while. Okay, and that's it, and that's how you install a new servo or change your servo. Same dealy, you gotta do these steps to take the cover out. Take out your old servo, you would pull the two screws, plus your arm support here, pop it out, install this arm onto your new servo, drop the new servo in, and then put it all back together. And so that's how it's done, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.